right. So first of all, as you guys go in the examination room, it's from the vantage point that Luke could see when he looked in. He could see that there was some stuff on the ground, but opening the door, the lights pop on, and it's a mess. Like there's a gurney turned over. The supplies are all over the place. There's one of the tables in the corner has a bunch of blood on it. 75 years old, dried, but still, it's red and brown brown, I guess, probably from
Brown.
blood of some sort. And there's a lot. Additionally, just sifting through the debris as you're kicking stuff around, there are 2 unopened personal med packs. So about like this. It's just a personal med.
Yeah, I'm gonna
med
grab
kit.
one of those.
Yep. There's 2 of them.
I will.
I'll grab one too.
Yep.
Okay. You go into the showers slash wardrobe, and it's disgusting in here. Sorry. Yeah, it's disgusting in the room. Hasn't been clean. Or like maybe the water was running for several years or something like that, or I don't know. But there's mold and all kinds of crap growing up the wall. I mean, it's filthy beyond.
What do you mean, like mold or like?
Yeah, and there actually are. You see some hangers, maybe some clothes at one point were laying on them, but there's just piles of mush on the ground where you might be able to discern they were clothes at one point, but there's nothing usable on this.
Okay, I don't do germs, so I'm out.
All right.
I'm out.
Let's. All right. Maybe we'll have to bring him forward the ship. Okay. Nothing terribly useful here. Let's go back the other way.
Okay.
Should we head across the other wardrobe and see if it's usable?
Oh. Yeah. That's something too.
Okay. Yeah, so you go across, and it's a similar situation. You do, however, find in here there's a couple of sealed, like almost medical type, not gowns, but medical. What's that called with the nurses? That like smocks.
Scrubs?
Scrubs. Thanks. I knew it was an S word. Scrubs. Some medical scrubs sealed for patients, and you find half a dozen or so of them in here. But the showers are in the same state. Like there's crap growing on the walls. It's disgusting.
I will grab those scrubs for the people we found.
Okay. All right. Okay. And Kale's up there with the body. Leiron, what are you doing? Heads on
Guarding their asses is what I'm doing. My gun out, looking around. By the way, I'm looking for any kind of a club laying anywhere. Wrench. I tell them, look, see if you see anything I can use, whale.
You should just rename this game The Search for the Club.
I want to ask them, have y'all found anything important up there?
Hold on one. I want to check the arm and see if I can figure out why it's so elongated. Does it look like it was like pulled really hard and like just dislocated, and that's why it looks so long?
Give me a let's see here.
I got medical.
Medical aid check.
There you go.
Yeah, you got one. Nice.
Bazinga. Okay, so real quick, Vic and Jane, give me observation checks again, please. And then I'll get back to you. So, Kale, you're looking at the body. Luke's had kind of had enough of it. He gets up and he walks around the corner. He's like, man, there's got to be something on this ship. He walks around. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, there we go.
Good forward, Jane.
And you notice on the suit, like typically in order to maintain warmth, it's kind of bubbled up a little bit, and they get layers out of it by stacking the material up. On this, like all of those threads have been stretched, all those seams have been stretched completely out. It's so long that it's just one solid piece of material with like frayed thread. And so you're looking at it and you're like, did somebody try to pull this guy's arm off? Which is a reasonable conclusion because the door's shut on it. And you pick up the hand, maybe, or kick it with your foot, and it is definitely still attached to the body.
Can I give it a good look over while he's kind of crouched down looking at it? I want to have
Yeah, for sure. Also, give me. What are you looking for?
anything that doesn't look right. Because it doesn't make any sense why his arm would be pulled like that.
Okay, give me an observation check.
I know it's kind of vague, but I don't know. I'm just kind of freaking out because, I don't know what's going on with it.
We don't have a knife or anything, right? Nothing we can cut his suit with.
Oh yeah, you probably have like a pocket knife or something if you'd like.
I kind of want to open it up to see what the arm looks like, because if it's still attached and it's just really, really long, now I'm curious.
Gotcha. Oh, so close. All right. Yeah, so you're pretty grossed out by the fact that the skull itself is all over the room, like splattered and skull fragments everywhere. You don't see anything unusual. You take a pretty keen interest in the fact that Kale is pulling out a pocket knife now and cutting into the EVA suit.
Okay.
All right. Jane, as you come back into the room, what's up?
No, go ahead.
On this observation roll here, you said it was very close. I'm reading that as 4 misses. So what's the yellow mean at the bottom with the cross in it versus the black with the cross?
Well, just the fact that it has a face on it at all. So there's only one face that matters, and that's the face hugger on a stress die. And so if you'd have rolled the other face die on there, you would have panicked. So you'd have been looking at the body and been like, "Oh God, I can't take it." Something would have happened.
So what would have been a successful roll there?
Any success, any cross on the black dice.
Okay, all right.
Actually, I'm sorry.
I gotta keep thinking like
I'm
this
sorry.
is like mutant zero.
No. I apologize. I've got used to doing that for the power ratings with a stress dice, an actual stress dice. In this case, that is a success. So that's the benefit of getting stress is that you do have the ability to succeed. So I apologize. I was completely off base on that particular one. With power ratings, it doesn't matter. Okay. So that is a success. In fact, you'll notice that Kale's got his pocket knife. He's pulling it out and he's cutting into the EVA suit of this super long arm, and draws your attention to the second arm, which you notice appears to be about normal size. Like, it doesn't look like it's been stretched or anything. The material's not cut or stretched out. The seams aren't broke, anything like that. And that's what you get on that one success there.
Okay. Now, should I up my stress level by 1?
No, you don't need to. No.
All right.
So one thing we haven't talked about before, and with the number of non-successes, it seems like a good time to bring it up. You player characters have the ability to push any roll you want. So if Chuck decided I want more than 1 success, or you roll and you don't get any successes, you can push it 1 time. If you push it, you get to roll all the dice that were unsuccessful again. But regardless of that result, you have to take that second result. You also gain 1 stress by doing that.
Except for me, because I get to push it real good. I get 2 pushes.
Noted.
See what I did there?
Yeah, that was good.
Subtle as a rock. All right. Yeah, so you're investigating, you're checking that out. One arm, the one arm that Kale's looking at is the only arm that's super elongated. All right. Jane, you come back in from the wardrobe. You come back in from the wardrobe, and who is Dr. Cooper? He's holding his hand to his face, and blood is just seeping from his hands. Seeping from his hands all down. I'm sorry, seeping from his nose down all across his hands. And as you look at him, his eyes start bleeding as well.
Okay. Okay, I start backing up.
Yeah, and he coughs real big, and this big, kind of cloud of bloody phlegm coughs out, and comes out, and he said, and as the other people start to see this, they too are like, yeah, they start backing up a little bit from this guy, and he's in the corner. He turns around and he's like, what's wrong? Somebody get this out of my head. And
Oh shit.
bloody eye, and then so now I go into narrative mode. Bloody eyes roll over white as the scientist convulses and writhes against the wall. As you and the rest of the Cronus crew rush to hold the man down, except Eugene. You notice
Yeah.
that. So, actually, that doesn't happen because you back out of the room. So disregard that, holding him down. You notice that the Cronus crew is backing away instead. Busy trying to help the convulsing scientists, you don't stop to ask why they're walking away or backing up. In depths of the seizure now, Cooper flails about at everything and everyone. With a sickening pop and a bloody splash, his eyeball launches from his face and mashes onto the floor before bouncing and rolling under a cryo tube. This time you pause, trying to process exactly what you're seeing. A slender, gore-covered arm pushes its way out of the empty eye socket, reaches around, and tugs on his now distended mouth. As spindly white fingers yank his teeth back, Cooper does not scream. It's clear that he isn't in his own head anymore, so to speak. Something else is, and it wants out. Flesh tears and tendons snap as the thing inside his splintering skull pulls his face open right at the jawline. Finally, a thick gurgling sound wells up inside Cooper as his head is ripped from his body, his neck gushing whatever was inside of him, as it plops to the floor. Someone behind you, one of the crew of the Cronus, yells, "Kill it! Kill it now!" The translucent white thing on the floor sloughs off its placenta, struggling to stand on four wobbly, fawn-like legs, shaking brain matter from its spiky hide. It turns its bulbous, eyeless head towards you and crouches.
Okay, if we're at a good point now, push him back. I'm gonna pull out that flamethrower that I brought with you.
Good call.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, ranged or
Yeah. All right. So hold on. So now for you two, this is initiative. Now in the real game, you draw cards cards 1 through 10, but in this case, we'll just roll a d3. Let's see here. Let me get this pulled up. Add. Oops.
press D3 then, or
Yeah, sorry, just adding your turns here. Yeah, so go ahead and roll a d3.
On Earth, D6 and divided by 2?
Yep.
There's a D3 on the character sheet.
Is there?
There's also an initiative dice button on there. I don't know what specifically it does.
Oh,
There's a
darn.
D3. My bad.
oh,
Yeah.
so this is-
If you can tell, I didn't pay
Well, there you go.
I didn't pay a ton of attention to the character sheet, apparently. So let's see what this does. Card number. Hold on just a second. 3.
Wow. Okay then.
Yeah. Okay,
Everybody
so
gets a 3.
We all go at the same time.
All right, so we'll do 3. Since you were in the room, you already know about it. 2. Oh wait, no, other way. 3, 2, and 1. We'll give my guy a little. All right. So, Jane, you're seeing all this happen. You hear somebody screaming, and you realize that it's you. And you're backing out into cryo 3 as your. Is that what you're gonna do for your first action?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can move from one zone to another, which is basically the infirmary to cryo 3. That's one fast action. You have one slow or one fast action remaining.
Can I close? No, I'm not going to close the door with him on the other side. Can I go back further?
Yep, you can move one more zone.
So could I go
you
like
can, yeah, you can move,
there-ish?
yep, for sure. You can move into that hallway right there. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, on to Vic.
All right, I'm gonna light this thing up.
Okay. So now you do ranged combat. Whoosh.
Okay, one success. Yeah, just flamethrower at this thing. All right.
Okay.
Then, let's see.
Chuck.
I'm here. He's here. Then yeah. So I guess it's like a regular action, and then I have another fast action.
Yeah, so that firing the weapon's a slow action. You have your fast action as well.
I say to everyone, "Get out of here now!" Just make a command if I can do so.
Oh yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll your command.
And I'm sure we're all hearing all this shit on the comms, right?
You hear screaming and get out of here,
Great.
and a stapler.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, I gotta remember to just use the mouse pad.
Is it yours? Because your mic's right by your face.
Yeah, it's loud enough to hear like across the room.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's
Oh yeah, that
Yep,
is you.
definitely.
That is you.
it's Lenovo. Folks.
Okay.
It's,
Oh, is it on the computer?
Yep.
Oh, it's your. Oh, is your mic on your headset working, or is it using the mic on the computer?
It's here, but I'm like within 2 feet of it, so it's probably.
Because it sounds like. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it sounds like it's like in the same box. The mic's in the same box as the clicker. Okay, that makes sense. All right, sweet. Flame on. All right, so I get to. Sorry, I just need to look and see. What's the damage on your flamer? You probably haven't looked it up, have you? Incinerate. Can somebody look that up for me, and then we'll.
Yeah, I got it right here. Incinerator does. Ooh, sorry. It's a heavy weapon. Scrolling. It says incinerator unit does 2 damage with a 9 fire intensity.
Which I don't believe fire rules are in this book.
But yeah, 2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage. And I'm pretty sure that's just it, unless he has armor, which I don't think. The little cutie, I don't think he has armor.
I don't know if that's a word I use to describe him, but sure. Face only a mother could love.
Yeah. And we don't want the mother. So
No, we don't want the mother.
Awesome. So this just as like some insider player knowledge. Nice call on that one. He has armor rating 3 actually, which is pretty surprising, but 0 against fire. So yeah, you pull the trigger on that bad boy. Let's get the
Light him up.
full feature in here. So you pull the trigger, you incinerate Cooper. He stops moving entirely, just falls down in a big lump of burning body. The creature squeals out, almost like this ear-piercing squeal, and doesn't make it 2 feet before it too burns up and stops moving. Nice work.
Like I
Yay.
said, Back out of the
person
room. Let's go.
Right person in the right time. Yeah, for sure. So everybody on your turn, everybody's like, "Wow!" Because you had a successful command as well, and they run out into cryo chamber 3.
Awesome. Yeah, let's all get out of there. Then I say, Mother, lock down the examination room.
Acknowledged. Locking down, and you hear the ka-chunk, since you're standing so close to it.
Mother, should we build a wall? I mean, this seems kind of scary.
Should we build a wall?
Hey guys,
Oh, all the jokes.
I think we solved the mystery of the giant arm.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. I'll relay the information to them.
All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back by where everyone else is.
Okay, so that ends you come out of combat. That ends your turn. We will go to the other two. John, you end up, or Kale rather, you end up slicing right down the arm into the cloth, cutting open, and it is a very desiccated but entirely whole arm. It looks like it has just extended.
Well, that ain't right. Not still lying there.
Yeah, so you end up getting all the way down to the end, under the glove. You pull off, and it's missing a couple of fingernails, but then like these 3 are just super long.
What the hell was going on this ship? What is the captain yelling about? We better get back there.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna-
you're
I'm gonna
concluding
cover
your.
my-
So I did that in backwards order there, but you're concluding your investigation right about the time. Oh my god! And so you guys probably immediately get up and run down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand over the mic and tell Kale. I said, if this gets crazy, we need to get the hell out of here. This does not look right. I knew we shouldn't have come on this damn ship.
So I'm going to I've got the captain with me, correct? That's who I'm with?
You
I'm
don't
gonna
have a
kinda-
captain with you. You're in the hallway here by yourself.
Oh shoot, I'm in the hallway still. Darn it.
Captain's coming out with the rest of the crew. The crew of the Cronus.
I'm going to quietly, like, into my mic, to basically say, hey, Captain, maybe we should separate from them and, like, quarantine them, ish, in that area,
Quarantine.
ish.
I told you it was a plague.
You get
Yeah,
what I'm
definitely
saying?
something.
Because if another one of them things busts out of them, I don't want to be in the room with them. So why don't you meander your way out here and just let's lock down behind them.
Wait, what thing busted out of who?
We've got problems.
Remember that giant arm?
Problems.
We've got
All right.
We've got problems.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna command them to wait here, and I'm gonna go back out.
And then can we quietly tell Mother to like lock down that
Where am I
area
getting
so they
coming
can't
from?
leave? What's that?
So in this
Getting louder.
I'm
Yeah.
getting movement.
Or
What did you
Here's
piss
the-
off?
here's the
Right,
better
so-
idea. We lock them in there and they're live bait.
So this time you watch it move across your. Oh wait, where are you at? That's you. Yeah, so you watch it move across your tracker. It's clearly like above you or somewhere else, and then stops.
Can I he's holding this tracker and he's telling this to me, I'm sure, us or whoever. Are there any vents like in the ceiling or on the walls or anything like that?
So all those every one of those dotted lines on there is a vent track through the ship.
So they're like ductwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they come, like, for example, trying to figure out how to draw an arrow, but anyway.
So if you go
So
to
down-
on the left side, hold on, Chuck. So on the left side there, you should see something that looks maybe like a mini ruler. Just click that, and you can draw an arrow. It's a circle with a mini ruler in it, like this.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so what I was curious about was when it intersects right here,
Yep.
Is there something on the wall, like a round or a square hole or a grill?
So we say you and I are using the word vent, but they're all like access. Those are all access tunnels. So it's not intended for everyday use, but it's a crawlway. You can get to other parts of the ship and work on things, whatever other systems.
Is it floor level, ceiling level, mid level?
It's just above floor level, maybe 6 inches off the ground, and it's a panel that most of them are like a circular. Pardon the use of the word, but it's sphincter type porthole. So.
Right. So my question is this is probably, I know it's been 75 years ago or whatever, but would I have enough basic knowledge to know that, like, say, if you're looking at this schematic, you see where there's the large dot along the dotted lines?
Yeah.
What does that represent?
Is that where the holes are, kind of thing?
So for map purposes, that's one movement for you.
Okay, so how this looks like these are all on this level, right? So you couldn't take one of these cross bases and go up or down levels, could you?
Unless it's designated, you cannot. That's correct.
When you mean by designation, what are you saying?
Unless there's unless there's a designated stairwell, or not stairwell, ladder.
Like the up and down arrows, possibly.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for one on the map. That's why I was distracted. But like this, if it's like this, or this is an elevator, right here.
Okay.
This is a stairwell because it's labeled. This one's a ladder between floors.
Okay. Well, and the reason why I'm just asking, so in my mind, would I be expecting something to come out of that bin if he says something's above us? Since I know something's above us, I'm going to suspect it either to come either down an elevator or down the stairwell. Okay. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, so his conclusion... Yeah, I gotcha. So Kale's conclusion is that it's on the deck above you.
Okay.
Just because it walks right over him. Walks right past the center of the scanner. You're not reading it right, man.
Right.
It's in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, but that direction is the stairwell.
That's right.
Hey, Mother. Go ahead and lock down the stairwell bulkhead too.
Acknowledged. Locking
If
down.
I come back over here and I look through the porthole.
Okay. Which
I'll stay right
direction? Towards the stairwell?
Yeah.
Like over here? Okay. Yeah. It's dark. There's been nobody in the stairwell, so the automatic lights aren't on right now.